Hey, what's going on, team? Nick here. Now we are in Italy at the site for the Ruco World Cup. So we have a team from the USA just ready to rock and roll. So actually sitting here, first time live on the channel, by the way. So if you're coming in, I'm still figuring out how it works. So make sure that you are just drop a comment, say hey, something like that. These lights are making me look like a ghost, but anyway, I'm here with Kelly. She is competing on the team. She's also from Michigan. We own Valor Martial Arts together, and she also is my fiance. So not that I would save that for last, but anyway,
She's the best.
exactly.
Which is her.
And exactly. So she's going to be doing kata. And that'll be tomorrow at the competition. And I also have Adrian Ellis here, who's the national chair for the USSSA, which is the organization that has given us this opportunity to travel and represent the country, which is just a huge honor, and we appreciate it anytime we get a chance to do this, because when you have athletes from all over the country and you show up, it's no longer about your dojo or your city or state or anything like that. You're competing as a group, and you're just USA. So it's a huge opportunity to be able to put that on our back, literally, and bring that around and just do what we do, but in a fun way, and make good friends from all across the world and everything. So yeah, we just want to go live here and chat with everybody, see if you guys have any questions, and then we'll kind of just talk about some random things and hang out for a minute. But I just want to try this feature out. I know it's been out for a while. I just haven't jumped on yet. So, but actually, so Kelly, like I said, she's going to be doing kata or forms, and she would be doing kumite or sparring, but a little while ago she actually hurt her knee, twisted it pretty good, and had to go in for surgery. So she's been going through recovery for that, and is actually back, at a point where she can compete internationally, which is awesome. But I wanted to bring this up and maybe have her talk a little bit about the kind of recovery process, because I know that there's a lot of people out there that get injured. You might twist something, you might hurt something, you might break something, and then you think kind of like, what's next? What do I do? Am I done? And so she's a good example of the fact that even if you're injured, you can definitely come back. So with that process when you got hurt, obviously it was devastating, because it pulled you out for a while. But after the surgery, what was your time frame? What just a little bit about everything?
Well, it took me at least maybe a month and a half to get back to actually walking again. So I had my ACL torn, my meniscus torn, and I sprained my MCL. So it was called, I guess, a trifecta.
If you don't know what that is, it's a lot of stuff you need, and it hurts a lot when you don't have it.
Yeah. So
yeah.
For a while, I kind of, especially after it first happened, I jumped around a bunch. My other leg got very strong.
Yeah. One chicken leg, one one bulk leg. Yeah.
But I had a lot of support. I had a lot of people coming over, and even our gym, Valor Martial Arts. I had a lot of parents coming to ask if I needed anything, if they needed any help. All the students, Nick especially, and our friends, my parents, but tons and tons of support helped me get through it. It was really upsetting at first. I didn't realize how I would have to remove myself from karate, because you really can't move.
Exactly.
But when I was able to get back in it was helpful because I sat in the sidelines. And as hard as it was for me to sit on the sidelines, I still learned a lot. Even just removing myself from the situation and looking in was very helpful, and that got me to where I am today. When I actually can get back in, it was a slow transition in, so I didn't do really good stances to start. I worked a lot on upper body movement, and eventually I got this awesome brace to help support my knee so it doesn't pop out.
Big metal thing,
right? But I'm confident now that when I move, and I just know when it starts to hurt, there's some things I can and can't do. I'll never be the same, but I'm going to find my new
New way.
my new way. I'm going to start with this competition, my first time in competition since I've gotten back, but I've been training very hard, like 6 days a week hard just to get here. So
Yeah.
I'm super excited.
Those are really good points. So like, coming off of surgeries or injuries in general, it sometimes is almost like it's not a blessing by any means, but when you have to sit back and take yourself out of it, you have a chance to actually look and see what's being done and learn things in a new way. So I don't know if anybody out there is gone through injuries. I know a lot of you that I've been talking with have had various surgeries or something like that. Melissa says, Kelly, you're an inspiration. You're going to do amazing tomorrow. And that is exactly right. She's going to crush it.
That's the kind of support I'm talking about.
Exactly.
All these people give me positive vibes.
Exactly. And that helps with the healing process. But no, I mean, you learn so much by actually removing yourself physically for whatever the time frame is that you absolutely need, and then you learn things in a new way. I know that actually we're kind of similar in that sense that I had a similar knee surgery a long time ago, many years ago, and yeah. It's coming in hard, but anyway, on the recovery process, I know that I learned a lot because I wasn't out there doing what I normally did. I had to learn maybe a new way to do things. Like she said, we might not be the same, but then you wind up finding ways that are more uniquely in a way, and that's something that I think a lot of people can take away, even if you don't have an injury. Sometimes it's nice to figure out what works well for you, what's your body. If we were training together, we're not going to do the same moves in the same way. Our body types are just different, right? So it's the same thing if you have an injury. Just figuring out a new way to do it. So I think that's an awesome point. So big props to her. So if show some support, hit, smash that like button, give her some thumbs up, anything like that. Drop a comment. Just let her know. It's awesome to be able to come back from an injury like that. So. But anyway, so from this side here, we have Adrian Ellis, who is he's the man that makes everything happen. He's the not really the man behind the curtain, because he's out in front making sure everything is going well. You see him; he's not hidden. He's out there. He's a leader. We definitely appreciate it because it's a huge opportunity to be able to do this. Like I was saying,
he's the reason why we have this huge, amazing opportunity. Yeah,
exactly. So I was saying this earlier that we have a kid on the team who's 8 years old, and she's not a high rank. You don't have to be. Not everybody at this tournament is a black belt. They have different divisions for underbelts, which I think is incredible for a World Cup. I think it is right to have. You can be a world champion in your belt category, and that doesn't take anything away from you. You shouldn't have to wait until you're a showdown or a black belt to be able to compete internationally and have this opportunity. But how many other kids that any of you know who are 8 years old have traveled to another country? And not just like for us, we have U.S., not just going to Canada. It's going the other side of the world to a place that people usually only dream of. Adults don't get the chance to do this and be able to do what you love. That's the huge thing, is that she gets to travel and do what she does. She's doing what she loves. So, but yeah, as far as everything goes, I really appreciate this opportunity. It's huge. So as far as like WUCO and stuff like that, I know there's stuff that I can't, we don't know yet, but anything you want to tell them about, just in general, like how this stuff comes to be,
Sure. Well, yes. Well, first of all, again, as you said, congratulations to Kelly. I had no idea today when you guys were warming up in the facility and loosening up that you had a knee injury. I mean, it definitely did not show. And of course, we're in this amazing facility that the Bella Village, where tomorrow, actually the Polish Olympic team will be here.
Awesome.
So 3 or 4 there. So this is a top-notch facility. So their soccer team here, the volleyball team will all be here training at this facility here, and they'll be for the next 3 or 4 days. So not only are we here, we have the Polish Olympic team that will be here training.
It's fantastic.
It is. It really is.
I know we were hanging out with the Ukrainian
Yes.
team
So
earlier.
many people on this trip.
Yeah, the Ukrainian team. We have some people from Canada, Philippines, Australia, obviously Italy, Dominican Republic.
Yes.
Right? It's awesome. Like there's so many
Yeah,
countries.
so right now, at last count, they had over 1,800 athletes registered for the event.
That's big.
Yeah, and
That's
so
big.
they said they have other people still coming in, and so I mean it's tremendous, a tremendous opportunity. So,
Yeah.
you know, one of the great things about Luca is that they provide these opportunities for instructors to provide their athletes the opportunity to compete regardless of their rank.
Yeah.
And so the
that's-
beautiful thing is that it's that cultural exchange. You know, you're making new friends, you're meeting new friends. And, you know, today actually last night, met a friend I have not seen in over 30 years. He and I competed at the World Championships in Australia in 1986.
That's
from the Philippines.
crazy.
So he was here. You know, and then other athletes that I've known throughout the world were here. And so, you know, for parents to come to an event like this, and that the 8, 9, 10-year-old come, get this cultural exchange to compete, to learn, to meet new friends, to make this network and these contacts throughout the world. It's
Life-changing.
It's life.
It's life-changing. Yeah, I mean that's why I think of it for myself, because I've had so many opportunities that I couldn't even dream of, you know, but it's so incredible, and to be able to have this for all the kids coming up and everything,
And look at here, I mean, you're here with your fiance,
yeah.
you know, at a World Cup
In Italy,
in Italy. You know,
that doesn't suck. That's
amazing.
I mean, that's kind of cool.
And that's what it's all about. You know, so many times we go to competition and it's always hardcore training. But, you know, we're here, we're meeting friends. Look at us, we're sitting live on YouTube right now. We're
Yeah,
live on
exactly.
Facebook earlier. We're having a good time.
Exactly.
I mean, my day has been full of meetings after meetings after meetings because I wanted this opportunity to expand and grow for more athletes and more instructors around the country.
Yeah.
I mean, imagine what it does for your dojo. The fact that you have students in your dojo, they're on a U.S. team.
And your community entirely. So like we come from a very small, pretty small town of Kalamazoo, Michigan, and you know to have no joke four competitors competing at the World Cup is huge for that area, that community, to say, hey, Kalamazoo has 4 international athletes. So that's really awesome as well.
5 from Michigan.
5 from it, yeah. So we have us from Kalamazoo, and then we have Chris Wilkes, lifetime best friend from Grand Rapids, who's just going to be tearing it up tomorrow, and they won't know what to do with him. It's going to be awesome. But we had an awesome team training a little bit earlier.
The athletes from Mississippi,
Yeah.
of course, Florida, a couple other states I can't even remember right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so it's been a long day for me.
I bet.
But you know what? Again, it's all about you know people like you guys. You know, you're the next generation. So if I can do something to open doors and provide opportunities, you know, let's do it. And so there's some great things that will be happening in 2019. You know, with Blueco and YouTube LSA Writer Program.
It's awesome.
So we had a great Congress meeting today. There were over 70 plus referees in the meeting, and then we had the Congress meeting, and so
You won't tell me any of the stuff they were talking about. It's all top secret.
Can't tell yet. You know.
I keep trying to bribe them and stuff like that. But,
You know, here's the great thing too. I got there, and I met Sean Hinkey, the chairman, and then you know, I
He's
met
awesome.
Paulo,
He's awesome. Yeah, they're running.
and the president, and they said, "Adrian, come in." You know, took me to a private room and a private meeting. I'm thinking, wait a minute, what's going on here?
Yeah.
And they said, listen, this is what we want to do. We want to get the United States more involved. We want to have more opportunities for athletes in the United States. It's a very intricate part of what we do. With you guys, and so we've been in contact, been in communication for a number of months, and so they grabbed me right away and put me into a private meeting, and then went to big Congress. You know, again, meeting a lot of old friends and making new friends. It's going to be a great opportunity for us.
Yeah, and I think that's one of the things I like about this this competition organization a lot, is that they're not. They're welcoming to everybody, and they treat you like like an equal. So it's huge because I've been to some some organizations where you go and you have your people that have been there for a long time, and it's really hard to like get in with the clicky sort of. Just looking at her in reality, she looks tired.
Well, you know what?
Yeah, it's what 10:30 here, so we'll probably just be a couple more minutes and we'll close out. But yeah, like that camaraderie and the fact that we can go up to the high up officials and talk with them and just say, hey, can you help me with this? And they're helpful. I think that's massive.
Well, one of the things that came out of the Congress meeting is that we want to be an organization that's inclusive, not exclusive. So just because someone doesn't practice traditional karate the way we do, it doesn't exclude them from coming and being a part of the BSSA karate program and the WUCO organization and have an opportunity to compete. They just got to come in and perform and do what they do.
That's it. So if just give some thumbs up and support for the WUCO and for everything that he's doing. So it doesn't matter where you're from. If there's a competition, you look up and you see that it's WUCO, you know that it's going to be as fair as you'll find and very well run, good competition. And
that sport hall is amazing, isn't it?
It's gorgeous.
That place is really, really nice.
And the trophy is like it's almost as big as as tall as she is. That almost got me in trouble. But yeah, so I mean, I know that I have people that watch from all over, and we talk a lot about the U.S. because obviously we're there, but there's opportunities everywhere. So you can always ask your sensei, ask your instructor, whoever is the person to talk to, check with them. I know we had a bunch of people from Ghana that I was talking with, so I love the support from you guys out there. Give you a little shout out here for a second. But no, we appreciate everybody that watches the videos. We try to make them fun, but that's the thing. We love what we do. And when you love what you do, you don't have to be so hyper serious like some of these groups are, right? So we have fun. We're joking and chatting and stuff like that. And how many athletes can say that they can go up to their national chairman and give them a high five, hug them, say hi, joke with them, hang out, invite him onto random YouTube calls, and he was just walking by, and I was like, "Hey, Adrian, you want to come on?" And you can go up to the organization's, high ups, so the chairman of WUCO, again, Sean Hankey, and just say like, "Hey, thank you," and they're super welcoming. So that's. I like that. I feel like that's a huge thing that's missed a lot in the traditional martial arts because we're all so serious. But which is another reason I like to do funny videos and have fun with it. But anyway, we'll probably close out. And we've been on for almost 20 minutes.
Really?
It goes fast. But seeing some messages pop through from the other side where people are messaging us saying good things. So we're going to go rest up. Action all happens tomorrow and on Sunday. So we're gonna get out there and get rest and then just get out there and crush it. But for you guys, if there's anything you have questions on with the competition or anything like that, that I'd love to connect with everybody down in the comment section. If you are on Facebook, you can always look and find the links to the group that we have on Facebook for everybody. And that way we can connect there and just create a nice, strong community where, we're just going to try to help you out wherever we can, doing videos on whatever you want, not whatever I want to do a video on, and whatever is going to benefit you guys.
The boss wants. You gotta learn.
That's right. Yeah. Whatever she wants is really, that's the whole thing. You see this? You see this? Yeah, this is what I get. Yeah.
It's a karate shop.
That's right. So,
hey, one thing we want to mention too.
Yeah.
Second week of July. If you want to know what USSSA is all about, come to our national championship. Will be held in Orlando the second weekend in July.
So here's your plan. You go, you compete, you do awesome, you win, you take your medals, and you go to Disney with them.
There you go.
I'm just saying, we're like right next door.
Literally, you can walk down the street. And what are you going to do when you want a championship? Hey, I'm going to walk over to Disney World.
Is that?
If they have any questions, you need to reach out to them.
Yeah, exactly. So you can contact me. You can look up USSSA Karate on Facebook. Just shoot us a message. Just say, hey, if you have any questions, drop a comment. But other than that, I just wanted to say, obviously we appreciate everything that he's doing for us. I appreciate the team. The team's awesome. We're gonna.
The parents are hanging out.
Parents
You
are-
notice how the parents were all into the warm up today.
Oh yeah, they were getting into it,
It was so awesome.
videoing
Filming,
everything.
bringing us on. It was
Yeah,
just the
Yeah,
warm up. I can't even
that's
wait till
that's a
tomorrow.
huge thing. Karate parents are some of the most devastating and scary individuals you'll ever meet. If you don't want to mess with them.
Passion.
We always have rule number one that moms always win. So no matter how much karate you know, they
Right.
still the parents always win. But anyway, we're gonna go ahead and close it out. But thank you guys that
Thank
that
you.
came on. We're just closing out. If you're catching us after the fact, thank you for watching. Hit a thumbs up, give us a like for everything that he's doing. The USA team to show support there, and just in general, if you love karate, look up what they do. It's fantastic. And I'm just saying this because it's the truth.
Hey, you traveled. Look, we've been to Brazil.
Yeah.
Right? Remember that trip? That was amazing.
Yeah, that was fantastic. We were in Brazil a little while back ago. Yeah.
They always have great
Oh
stories.
man, as an athlete, you get the responsibility to overeat, before and after pretty much every tournament. So I'm pretty sure that's a rule. Oh man, yeah, we ate
And then
so
we
much
went
food.
to one of the directors' homes.
Yep, and then
They cooked a big meal right there for us.
that was gorgeous, and
That's unheard of
on
in
the
most
porch.
organizations.
hung out in the rainforest for a couple days.
Yes.
That's
Not a
huge.
big deal. Everyone does that, right?
Yeah, exactly. So we're gonna.
Untold story behind the fun that we have when we travel internationally.
But
There
karate's
was
totally
a tournament,
serious.
I promise.
Yes,
there was a tournament.
Well, we got the hardware to prove it.
Exactly.
True. All the fun came after the winning.
That's right. That's right.
I
Yeah.
remember
that's-
we're sitting in a restaurant and you started trending. Remember that?
Yep.
Online, yep, because you'd go on and you look at social media and you're like, whoa, what's going on? Like,
Yeah,
social
it was
media
it's cool
thing.
stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean it's an awesome opportunity. Ben had a lot of chances to travel over the world and train, compete, and stuff like that.
It's my first one, but I'm gonna make you proud.
Yep,
I'm already proud.
first time overseas competing. So a lot of
Hopefully
our
many more to
athletes, same thing, first time even out of the country, which is awesome. So
Get your passport now.
Yes.
make it happen.
Mhm.
So again, have
Don't
any
make an
questions?
excuse. Make it happen.
Reach out.
That's right.
If you have an injury, work through it. If
We're
you
more
have
than
questions
happy
on
to
that,
help too, any way
comment.
that we can.
I respond back to every comment that I could possibly respond back to. Just have an awesome time with everything. Have an awesome time with your training, and just hit me up if you have any questions. But if you're watching this, give a thumbs up, drop a comment, show some love for the national team and for our fearless leader. So, all right, thank you guys so much for coming on. Thank you, Adrian. All right, I'll see everybody later. All right, peace.